Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today we're going to make a card especially for Mother's Day, and we're going to make it a 5x7 card with the beautiful trellis work on the front. We're going to use the nesting ovals and the nesting rectangles to create some background, and then I'm going to use this beautiful lace border to add some more pattern to the front of my card. So there's going to be quite a few layers to this particular design. So my colour scheme for this card is 2 shades of blue and a white base, and we're going to be using some flowers and some ribbons and some diamante from the embellishment collection of Card Making Magic. I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Blueprint Sketch, and I'm going to make that the Happy Mother's Day. So let's start with the die cutting and making the card section to the design. So I've got an A4 piece of card and I've folded it in half. I'm going to keep the non-cutting edge of the card element over the open ends, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Now that will give me 2 separate pieces of card. So one of them I'm going to fold over by about 1/2 inch and then open it out again. And along that top piece of the card, I'm going to add my glue and fasten these 2 pieces together. And that will now give me a card that stands in tenfold that I can decorate now with the rest of my dies. So we've created our card base. With the next one down, which is the stitched mat, you're going to cut one in navy blue. And then with the scalloped edge, you're going to cut another one in white. Now these 2 are going to be layered together, but they're going to fit inside the card. And don't forget, you've taken that little bit down to create the hinge. So what you need to do is put these 2 together in the position that you want them in your card. And then you're just going to trim off the top portion so that that will sit neatly inside. For the front of your card, you're going to need to hand cut a navy blue layer so that it leaves just a small border around the edge. Now with the outer layer to the trellis die, you're going to need to cut 2 more layers, one in white and one in blue. And then with the patterned piece and the one in blue, you're going to add this to your card and you're going to run that through your die cutting machine. And that will then give you a piece that is patterned like this, and that will sit on the front of there. Now I've decided not to use these on the card, but from the nesting ovals I'm going to take the largest one and the scalloped one. So this is the one in the centre there, and I'm going to place those 2 together, and from some white card I'm going to cut this twice, and then I'm going to glue these together to make a nice sturdy frame. From the single-sided border die I have used white card and I have cut this twice, and again I'm going to glue these together to give a nice sturdy lace pattern for my cards. Then with some Blueprint Sketch I've stamped Happy Mother's Day, and from the little sentiment tag that's within the box set I'm going to cut that out, ready to add to the front of my card. From the leaf pattern that's within the box set I've cut some pieces in white, and then with 2 shades of green I'm just going to stipple up this paper, this card. So with all the pieces there now ready to add to my card, the last thing I need to do is just add some colour to my flowers, because when you buy these they've got slightly pink edges and I need to change them to blue. So I'm just taking some ink and I'm just going lightly over the end of the petals, and that will just give them a nice shade of blueprint sketch to match my colour scheme. Now I've also done the same with one of these smaller pieces. Just the little flowers are blue, but I'm going to leave these others as white. So now we can put this card together. I've glued my 2 lace borders together and I've glued my 2 frames together. On the back of my sentiment I'm going to add in some tape, and that's now ready to add to my card. And then I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together, ready to stick on the front. Now with the panel on the front glued in place and the inside glued in place, I've now glued these together, and this is the piece now that I'm going to work on first. So I've put foam pads on the back of my white frame and I'm going to add this to the front of my card. So there, using the 5x7 card collection from Card Making Magic, we've created a beautiful card for Mother's Day. We've added in a white frame with the ovals and some lace along the bottom with the single-sided border die. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.